The squat. The squat is the movement we're going to go over today. As you can see, you should be able to get down to this sort of position. Most humans should be able to get down to this position well and be able to hang out here, because we've evolved like this. We're meant to be able to do this and work on the ground and do these sorts of things. 80% of the world still sit down like this, rest like this, eat dinner with their family like this. Yet the Western world, we've been conditioned to cheers, so we're unfortunately conditioned to a lot worse sort of scenario for our anatomy. Now, a squat, it's a big compound movement, right? So we're moving our hips, our knees, our ankles. Huge amount of core stability needed through a squat. Pretty much it's a full body ordeal. The prime movers are actually our glutes and quads, followed up next to our quads. You get a huge amount of activity going through there, right through our core, hamstrings, calves, it's all working. With having 3 major joints moving, you've got a lot of muscle mass firing up there, so you're getting a huge effect from that. Some key pointers with a squat. The very first joint that I look at when I'm looking at a squat is your ankles. If your ankles don't move well, you won't be squatting well. So ankle flexibility is absolutely paramount, okay? If I didn't have good ankle flexibility, pretty sure to myself that I've got good ankle flexibility. I do have pretty good ankle flexibility actually. If our ankles didn't move well, this is what it might look like. Like someone bending forward too far, so you might find that you're bending forward too far. That's purely just because you can't get your ankles to move well. As soon as they can move well, the rest of your body can move well. Also, it might look like this, coming down and going, whoa, and being on your toes, on your balls of your feet. So just have a look at your squat and see if you can improve the ankle mobility. We can always keep working on it. There's plenty of things to do, and we'll touch base on that in another video. The next thing I think about is really creating a nice, powerful torque through the ground. And there has to be this kind of tension through the ground, both legs kind of screwing into the ground in an outwards rotation kind of feeling. So what that would look like, if we were on a slippery floor and you were screwing your feet down, your feet would be moving outwards like that, because that's the sort of tension that we're sort of gripping into the ground with, okay? And that looks like this. What that does is it turns your glutes right on, fires up your VMO, and really lifts up the arch of your foot to really give you a really powerful, strong stance, strong foundation in a squat. So it looks like this. It may look like my knees are going outwards, but in actual fact, I'm rotating them outwards, just gently. It's not a huge amount of force, but it's just nice, enough for me to generate a lot of power to be able to explode well. I could come down here, have weight in front of me, behind me, beside me, one arm, wherever, and I'd be able to generate a lot of force to be able to get that back up. Squat is a very, very powerful exercise, okay? Really, the goal for most people's squat is to get the top of the thigh parallel to the ground. However, if you can get lower and be comfortable with that, with a nice straight back, chest up, and really powerful in that nice slow movement on the way down, powerful on the way up, you're doing pretty well. Now, like with all exercises, there's a hierarchy of all things. It goes mobility, strength, then power. You can't skip that hierarchy. If you don't move well because you're not flexible enough and strong enough across the whole movement, then you need to work on your mobility and possibly on your strength, right? So you need to work on your mobility first, then your strength, and then we can start introducing power movements. That's your squat, team. Really, really beneficial exercise. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it.